Hey everybody, welcome to Pass the Money. This is Alex that way, and this is Kirby right here. Today we want to talk about Alex' first rental property. We want to talk about the pros and cons, the good and the bad, and everything that's going on in this venture as you've seen that you've been posting shorts. And just a reminder, this channel, this what we're trying to do here is pass along information that is applicable, that is real life, every day, what goes on in the investment market of trying to grow wealth, trying to attain financial freedom. This is not the regular what everybody do YouTube show Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and just say how we live in financially free. Of course, everybody's showing you the end result, but we want to show you the processes to getting there. All right, with all that being said, Alex, so let us know how it's going. How's it going with your rental properties? I know we talked about it a little bit last night in the point oh 0.08 insight course, but let the viewers know how it's going.
All right, yeah, so everything's going good so far. So this house that we're buying, if you guys have been seeing the videos, I've been trying to keep you guys up to date with the start up until the finish, basically on the remodel process. So this is the new house that we're buying. We've so far we started. We're actually almost done with the interior, so we're gonna start on the exterior next week at the time that we're making this video. Um, so the
Yeah.
exterior,
Okay. Okay. Before you go on with that, so I know we talked about it, but sharing it with your viewers. So, what was your estimated cost for doing the inside, and what is the actual cost that you've had with remodeling the inside?
so the estimated cost for everything was about 13,000. I think the inside came out to a little over 5 grand.
Okay.
Um, and so far the inside, we're going to be finishing it up with, and this is including appliances and everything, with about say 32 to 3,500 for the inside.
Okay. So, what appliances did you put in, or
So
you just change out?
a couple I already had. The dishwasher in this house wasn't working, so I'm putting in a new one that I already had. A fridge I already had, so that's going to be replaced. So those were some things that really didn't come out of pocket because I already had them. Um, the stove I had to replace. Well, didn't have to, but I chose to. The old one was fine, it worked, but it was just really outdated and kind of gross. So found another one. Now what I did with the stove though, because if you go anywhere, a brand new stove, the cheapest I think I found was 650. And that was like a back top. The kitchen in this house is a little bit small, so like I needed something that would slide right in and didn't have a back top. So because like from the glass up to the microwave, it's not too much space. So found one on Facebook Marketplace from a small business, I guess. It looked like some out of somebody's house or something. But they got a whole bunch of appliances. They get them from somewhere, they refurbish them and everything. So the stove I got looks pretty much brand new. It is used though, but I got it for 280. So got that one put in. The microwave got from Home Depot. It was discounted, got for about 200 bucks, got that installed. So appliances in total, just the kitchen, probably about 500 bucks, let's say.
Yeah, one thing I noticed about the microwave, you got the microwave that goes over the
Yeah.
stove. Yeah, and one thing I noticed about that, I just had to replace one in one of my rental properties. And usually I always hire everybody to replace everything. But this one I was like, let me try to see if I could do it. And the prefab holes, I mean, not the prefab holes, the holes from the previous microwave that I took out because that one went kaput. I took that one out and then I had to put a new bracket on the back and I just aligned it close to what the previous line was from the previous microwave, and it slid right in. It was pretty cool. That now I know that I don't have to waste my money on
Yeah.
again.
No, and that's something that like throughout this whole process, because I've had a family member of mine that's been helping me. He has basically his own crew and everything, and they've been coming out and painting and doing different installations and stuff. I've been learning myself a lot of things, and it's cool to, when you learn how to put in a sink or, put in a toilet or whatever, like the idea of it, if you've never done it before, seems like, oh gosh, like I better call somebody to do this. But when you do it, it's pretty basic. It's just step by step, and it's nothing complicated. I mean, I think when you get to like, installing, putting down concrete and putting up roofs and stuff, then it gets more complicated. You got to know what you're doing. But for little stuff, if you just follow the step by step process of how to install something, it's not too bad. Um, and outside of just kitchen appliances, we also, from the same people that I got the stove from, I bought a washer, brand new washer, and then they had a used dryer that went with it that was also refurbished, but got both for 500. So like normally I was seeing like brand new appliances for 500 a piece. So for the set it was 500, which was pretty good.
So
Hmm.
your plan moving forward on this property because it has a washer and dryer hookup is to supply the washer and dryer moving forward. Let's say you
Yeah,
we'll get to the tenant, but the plan is applying with the washer and dryer hookup.
exactly. So we're only gonna stay in this property as a primary for just the year. That's the plan. Then move out, and then we'll just leave those appliances there, and then that'll, as you said, there could be an upcharge to the tenant living there. So we'll go with that. Yeah, we'll just leave those appliances there.
Right, right. Yeah, and that's the point I was getting to. You know, after y'all move out and then you move to that next level, it's so like I have, well, I have places north of here and they have washer and dryer hookups. I do not supply washer and dryers. Some I do, some I don't, but this one in particular, I don't supply washer and dryers. And that is what you supplying that because once you supply it, you will be in charge of the maintenance, you will be in charge of the upkeep. So that is a value add to the the tenant. So that could be an extra value add because it provides convenience for them so they don't have to go to laundromats, things like that if they can't, afford their own washer and dryer at the time that they move in. So yeah, that's a place you can add value later in the future once you decide to move out that place and rinse, repeat, and do it again.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. And I think just being able to get a good deal on these two was, is I thankfully, I did start to look online for used appliances because I think if as long as it's operable, it doesn't really matter. And honestly, it's kind of in that same dent and scratch category. But funny is, I went to like Famous Tape and I checked out their dent and scratches, but it was like only 10% off, and I was like, that's not much. So then I just started looking around for like used appliances and stuff. But yeah, just
Yeah, when I
no, I was
yeah,
just gonna say just a way to save money because if I had bought new appliances for this house, it would have been, say, about 2 grand in total, and got, other than what I already had, probably only paid half of that. So yeah,
yeah, when I started out, I tried to go to the refurbished route. And my error different from what you did. You did a little more homework where you went on like Facebook Marketplace and found people who, had, the price you need. And to me, it sound like I mean to me, it feels like going on Facebook Marketplace, those people are more honest if let's use that number, more we'll use that word, more honest with what they're trying to do because they're trying to sell a good product at a cheap price and trying to offload it. But me, I went to this, hashtag store on a corner, over there by the casino in Tampa, and I tried, and they had a true, used appliance place. I tried to buy washing machines there. I bought actually for 2 units, a washing machine and dryer, uh, stackables. Those things work for maybe 2 minutes. 2 minutes, that's about it. And then of course there's no refund. So then I went back the other way and then went the scratch and get route from like a Home Depot, Lowe's, or Famous Tate or something like that. So I like the way I probably will for the properties that I manage, I probably will look more into to that avenue of, using the local marketplaces to see what people have because it seems like it's more straightforward than these people that's trying to sell used because of course the first thing they point out is no refunds once you buy it. That should have been the red flag. But of course, not knowing what I didn't know, I was like, okay, they're a company, so they're doing right by me. But in truth, there wasn't.
yeah, like I will say, I think most people that I've talked to, like they're so afraid of like buying a like a big ticket item or whatever online, And but like if you do your due diligence, you're cautious because obviously scam and fraud and all that exists on when you're buying online. But the people were very straightforward, very professional. They said I could come out, look at it. They had like, I mean, honestly, it was like they own like two, it looks like two houses that they converted into a shop. And then it's just full of appliances. And after purchasing it, they gave like a receipt with a 2-month warranty in case there's any issues. They'll come out, fix it or whatever. But it's just a small business, but you can find a lot better deals going that route than just going straight to, some of the known companies like Home Depot or Lowe's.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. So now that so you said about 90% complete with the interior.
Yeah, so right now just missing, so just got to put one of the toilets back in, touch up the paint, and put the fridge in, dishwasher, move the stove back. Everything's just about done. Yeah, and then clean up. Cleaning is probably the most tedious thing of all of it, but
So you planning on moving in when?
so it should be ready by next week, the first.
Next week. Sounds good.
Yep.
All right. With all that being said, just giving people a rundown of what's going on, letting them know where you're at in the process and, continue to follow your journey as you get into the rental market. With that being said, y'all like, comment, subscribe down below. Again, we're trying to get this information out to everybody, so please share this content with everybody you know. And with that being said, we'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.